Hi, today we're going to talk about how we can help you and your families financially make sure you have a great plan through your lifetime and also your heirs' lifetime. Hi, I'm Gregg MacInnis with Gmac Family Financial, and I have my personal CPA, Todd Estes. He's a managing partner at Turner Stone, and we're glad to have you here today, Todd.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate you having me.
Here at Gmac, we look at tax a little bit differently. We look at the holistic view of this. We're looking at where you are with your tax-free assets you may have, tax-deferred or taxable. And then we run these plans by CPAs like Todd. So Todd, if we brought a plan to you, what do you kind of look for in those plans?
Yeah, I mean, the main thing that you need to be concerned with is that your financial picture looks dramatically different from when you're before your retirement, when you're either operating and owning your own business or an employee, than the picture that you're going to have after retirement. So it's very important that you meet with the financial planner early on and get that whole approach and get that plan in place so you know what it's going to look like when you reach retirement and you have enough funds.
You know, the next thing we do is when the clients come in here, they're always wanting to be debt-free. Their house is paid for and all that. But then I look at their picture and they got this big 401k or they got this nice IRA out there and they're traditional. And I got to show them you're in debt to IRS the rest of your life. So what are some solutions or some things that people can do to make sure they can reduce that debt?
No, that's a great question. When you talk about your qualified assets like your 401k and your IRA, that's money that hasn't been previously taxed. And so the idea is that when you draw it out in retirement that you're in theory going to be in a lower tax bracket because you're going to have a lower level of income. But you put that in concert with typically people's biggest single asset is their home. And knowing that $500,000 for married couples is exempt from taxation is really a substantial part of most people's retirement assets. So you've got that non-taxable portion, that $500,000, let's say, for a paid off home, that's never going to be taxed versus the ordinary taxation of money coming out of their IRA or 401k.
And here at Gmac, when clients come in, they're always asking, a lot of people they talk to look at the micro approach on taxes. They'll say, Greg, how can we reduce our taxes this year? And that's a great thing. So talk about how people do that first on the micro part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. If these people are still working and they're in theory not in retirement, so they've got their paycheck. And as you said, people walk in the door, they want to know what do I owe right now. But part of the long-term planning that you bring to the table is getting people's portfolio, their investment set up to where, for instance, maybe tax-exempt interest is a valuable vehicle for them. It's not for everybody, but it may be for them. Capital gain, holding certain assets for over 12 months. So they either pay zero income tax if they have, for instance, household incomes of less than $80,000, or they maybe pay 15% if they make below $445,000. But that's a far better answer than 25 or 30% if they have short-term gains. And so that's what a financial planner brings to the table, is helping them navigate that planning opportunity.
Yeah. So the other thing we look at is the macro view of that. The macro part is not looking at just today's picture, but looking at your retirement over your whole lifetime.
Yeah, the main thing is to have a plan, is to sit down now and contemplate how long is my life expectancy, how long is my spouse expected to live, and do I have enough to survive through retirement years? Because we don't want to be a burden to our children or our loved ones. But the main thing is to have a plan. This is where you come in to say, I'm going to model out what your income, including your Social Security, is going to look like, and does that meet with your expectations and the expected lifestyle that you want when you enter retirement?
So we've talked a lot of topics here today. So if you want to make sure you have a solid plan for you and your family, so you make sure you don't hit the landmines of planning, or you want to have the gold mines of planning, give us a call here at Gmac Family Financial, and my executive assistant Laura Collins can get you on our schedule.